My name is Jackie Robinson. I am the workforce development staff here at the Urban League. And under that umbrella, it circumferences 2 or 3 different programs. Our job readiness program assists individuals with employment.
So we provide a fresh pair of shoes to youth in elementary schools and some of our middle schools so that they are not othered by their students and they can focus on the things that would allow for them to advance educationally. For youth, feeling apart is really huge, and so if we can alleviate anything that would other them, that's a great way to support them early on in their academic journey. It also helps to support their families because that is one less financial responsibility that they have to look for.
Here at Knoxville Area Urban League, we're actually in a very exciting time where we are evolving and changing our health department. We're to meet the needs of our community. So we are adding wellness, nutrition, health equity resources. Well, our department is truly focused on breaking down the barriers that happen in our community. And a lot of the time, it's with access, it's with information, it's with transportation sometimes. So our program is determined to help families from the ground up. Everybody's involved, and we believe that collectively, through our curriculum, we can help families led to empower families from the ground up. We would like to support all of our community mentally, physically, and emotionally with the programs and the resources that we offer. We want our community to take advantage of all of our connections. It's a phenomenal investment in order to help evolve the lifestyles of our community.
We have our dislocated workers, we have our seniors that we work with, and then we have individuals that are unskilled or that they may have a college degree that they come in to work with us and get assistance finding and obtaining employment. The job readiness program is a core program because it assists individuals we help with job counseling. We have those things in place here. We provide the coaching and the counseling. We're putting in for interviewing clothing, but it is some other things we could use within our program in the workforce because a lot of people do not have access to transportation. So not only clothing, but people could also benefit from bus tickets to be able to make their appointments here at the Urban.
We do have a lot of movement activities. One of the coolest things here is you'll walk into a club and see all the cell phones thrown down by the side of the gym floor. I'm Naomi Asher, the Chief Development Officer for the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Tennessee Valley. Here at the Tennessee Valley, we believe that every child has an unbelievable future. And so everything that we do comes back to supporting our kids and making sure they have everything that they need to be able to launch into a very successful life ahead. All of our programs here at Boys and Girls Clubs of the Tennessee Valley come back to the idea of helping our kids unlock their potential. And so whether that is our Youth Arts Initiative, whether it's our MESH programming, providing licensed clinical social workers to all of the kids in all of our clubs, whether it's providing food after school and through the summer, cooking clubs, academic support, workforce readiness, all of these things come back to helping our kids be able to thrive into the future and set them up for the best possible chance that they have at making a great life here in our community. All of the items that we have in the giving machine really help us in a bunch of different areas, whether it's providing a safe and comfortable space for them to read or to speak with a counselor, whether it's an art kit to help them with our Youth Arts Initiative, whether that's through music or digital arts, our academic support. We've got incredible outcomes that show that our kids keep up with their benchmarks, and not only that, but that means they're going to graduate, and our work and career readiness programs ensure that those kids have opportunities to things that they never otherwise would have. Things like food, so being able to provide a family meal kit. Not only is it food from our gardens, food from grocery stores, but we also teach our kids how to cook. We have cooking competitions, and so being able to provide that food kit for our kids to take home and use those skills and provide for their family is a really cool thing for them to do this holiday season. With education exploration, what we do here at Boys and Girls Club Tennessee Valley is focus on youth force, which is our workforce development, which allows kids who quite often have to be working at fast food restaurants or other minimum wage jobs to be able to contribute to their family income. We're able to give those kids the same opportunities to bring income into their home, but provide them with opportunities to learn skills in different careers and help them experience those careers to really figure out what types of things they might be interested in down the road. When kids come through our programming, especially in high school, we make sure that they are going to get incredible jobs and they are going to be unbelievable employees out in our community. Boys and Girls Club is pretty synonymous with sports. Providing sports equipment helps our kids learn teamwork, helps them learn how to work together. It gives them something really fun and different to do, and it gives them opportunities they may not otherwise have. It may not seem like a big deal, but having something like a beanbag chair can make a huge impact for our kiddos. So when they come in and they see that safe space, that they can be comfortable, they can sit back, they can have quiet time, they can read a book, and they could talk to a licensed clinical social worker that's spending time here in the club, it's really important for them that they be able to feel very comfortable and safe when doing those kinds of things. While a beanbag chair might not seem like a big deal, to our kids it really is, and we appreciate every donation that we get. One of my favorite kids here at the 5 Points Boys and Girls Club, one of our clubs here at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Tennessee Valley. We have a community garden here, and we help our kids really engage with that and engage with healthy eating and different foods. There are so many ways you can get involved with us here at the Boys and Girls Clubs. We have 26 clubs here in East Tennessee serving 7,600 members a year. You can be the one to help us with one of those kids. Whether it is helping us with a cooking club, whether it is reading to a child, whether it is helping with homework, whether it's gardening with them, or just coming down to play basketball. We're always looking for incredible adults here in the community to get involved and get engaged with our kids, provide another stable adult in their life to help them really learn about what the world is like and the impact that they can have on it. So if you want to unlock a child's potential, come on down to Boys and Girls Club of the Tennessee Valley, and we will make sure that you find a kid that you cannot continue to live without. Come spend some time with us. We would love to have you volunteer.
Hello, my name is Claudia Caballero, and I'm the CEO of Centro Hispano. We're the Latino serving organization in Knoxville, Tennessee. Our vision is to see the Latino community thrive culturally, educationally, and economically. We do that through English classes, we teach parenting classes, we help youth in high school figure out what they want to do post-secondary. We have a whole bunch of different programs to bridge Latinos and the healthcare organizations in our community. Before now, we'd never heard of the Giving Machine. So for $3, folks can help us provide snacks for kids in after-school enrichment programs. For $10, they can help us build up our bilingual library for children who are learning to read in English and in Spanish. For $15, they can help us provide childcare, which is also program enrichment while parents are learning English. For $30, folks can help us support our English classes for adults. And for $50, one of my favorite programs, you are able to support a high school student who is trying to understand what's the best route for post-secondary education. So the reason we chose these items, we really believe in investing in the young folks in our community, and we also really believe in giving people the tools they need to continue to grow in their lives. And it comes right back to our vision, which is to see our community thrive culturally, educationally, and economically. Outside of the Giving Machine, there are so many different ways to become involved with Centro Hispano. You can volunteer for English classes, you can volunteer in childcare programming, you can donate, you can follow us on social media. We have lots of events in the community that you can become a part of. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you for your support.
My name is Zan Shriver, and I am the Development and Digital Media Manager as a part of the development team at Volunteer Ministry Center. So many years ago, there were many downtown churches that came together, and they were concerned about the rising level of homelessness here in Knoxville. And so VMC was formed out of that. And initially, we started as a day shelter, meeting people's needs. Folks that are unhoused neighbors, provided meals, and to be honest with you, we were doing great work. But the problem is we were seeing the same faces day after day, month after month. And so at that point, what we kind of geared ourselves for and made a decision on is what our focus was going to be on. And that focus is helping folks experiencing homelessness achieve housing. And so from that point forward, everything we do, from providing clothing to providing dental services, to providing necessary documents, it's all related to help individuals achieve housing and escape the streets. We have talked about the giving machine as a part of the development team, as a part of how the agency can spread the word on what we need to be successful, on how the community can be a part of that. And I think it's a great idea. And I think that we need to continue to be innovative in thinking about how we can encourage folks and appeal to them to support our mission, and to also let them know to what the needs are. So I think it's an excellent way to do that. Other things that we're asking for are helping individuals that have achieved housing, and they're actually very helpful in helping them sustain that housing. For example, like a pair of clean jeans. That is such a needed item for someone that's living on the streets and may have been wearing the same clothing for weeks, if not more.
I'm Suzanne Seaton, and I'm a rapid rehousing case manager at VMC. So one of the items that we're going to have in the machine is a pillow, a new pillow for $5. So for a small $5 donation, we can give one of our neighbors a brand new pillow, and I think that's a simple thing that most of us take for granted. So the next item in the giving machine is vital records for $15. Vital records are incredibly important, especially when someone is needing to perhaps get a job, but definitely if they are thinking about going into housing, they cannot move into housing without having these documents. A lot of our neighbors are going to need the next item, and that is a 30-day bus pass. We are a very car-friendly city, and we need a way to traverse to get from place to place, whether that is to get to a job, whether we're seeking employment, or maybe they have a job and they have a difficult time seeking out transportation. The next item is probably the most valuable item that we could possibly provide. For $150, you can provide a utility assistance. A person's inability to pay utilities can result in eviction. I think a lot of folks don't realize that. And this is especially impactful for women with young children. And if you miss those utilities and you are evicted, then you are left without a place to go. Knoxville does not have a shelter for women and children, and it's a difficult hole to work your way out of. Any single item that anyone chooses to purchase out of one of these machines is going to be helpful, add a little bit of dignity. No one wants to walk around in dirty clothes. No one wants to lay their head down on a bed at night without a pillow to place their head on. We take these things for granted in our everyday life, and it can take as little as $5 to change a person's life.
A key ingredient to, I think, VMC's success with helping folks into housing has been quality case management services. And that, in our minds, that's the key to really helping people cross that barrier into housing. That continual financial support helps us to continue to provide that level of services that is needed.